Your cells are running out of fuel, not food fuel, molecular fuel. And most people over 50 are running on empty without knowing it. This isn't about calories. It's about a coenzyme called NAD+. And by the time you hit 60, you've lost roughly half of it. That loss is directly tied to how fast your DNA breaks down, how well your mitochondria function, and how quickly you age. Welcome to Second Prime, where science meets your second chapter. This is part 2 of our Cellular Aging Reversal series. Last week we covered taurine, the amino acid that drops 80% as you age. If you missed it, the link is on screen. Today, NAD+. Same system, different lever. Let's get into it. So, what is NAD+? The full name is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, which is a mouthful, so let's call it what it really is: your cellular battery. Every cell in your body relies on it. We're talking over 500 enzymatic reactions. NAD+ lets your mitochondria convert food into energy. It powers a group of proteins called Sirtuins, sometimes called the longevity proteins, which regulate inflammation and gene expression. And it's the fuel your cells use to repair damaged DNA. Without enough NAD+, your body's internal repair crew shows up to work with a dead battery. Here's where it gets sobering. NAD+ doesn't just drift downward with age, it falls off a cliff. Research from Harvard's Sinclair lab, confirmed across multiple independent studies, shows NAD+ drops roughly 50% between ages 40 and 60. By age 70, you may be down 65% or more compared to your 20s. Leonard Guarente's lab at MIT, the team that first connected Sirtuins to lifespan, confirmed this decline is a fundamental driver of aging, not a side effect of it. The NAD+ drop isn't just something that happens as you age. It's part of what's causing you to age faster. So what goes wrong when NAD+ falls? 3 things. First, your mitochondria struggle. Less NAD+ means less energy. This shows up as fatigue, slower recovery, and that feeling of running at 70% even when you've slept fine. Second, DNA repair slows. Your cells get damaged constantly by sun exposure, metabolic byproducts, normal cell division. NAD powers the enzymes that fix that damage. When it drops, errors accumulate. Third, the Sirtuins go quiet. These proteins regulate inflammation, protect chromosomes, and keep cells aging gracefully. No NAD+, no Sirtuin activity, brain fog, slower healing, reduced resilience. That's often the underlying biology. Quick connection for those who watched Part 1. Taurine and NAD+ are different molecules, but they target the same neighborhood. Taurine fights cellular senescence, the zombie cells that stop dividing and pump out inflammatory signals. NAD+ powers the Sirtuin machinery and mitochondria that keep healthy cells young. Both are dropping as you age, and both hit mitochondrial function from different angles. If you started thinking about shellfish and dark fish after last week, that's taurine territory. Today is the other side of the same equation. Let's talk about what you can do, starting with food, because diet gets overlooked when everyone's focused on supplements. Your body makes NAD+ from a B vitamin called niacin, also known as B3, along with tryptophan. Salmon and tuna are among the best sources, roughly half your daily niacin target in one serving. Chicken breast is another solid option. Mushrooms are the standout plant-based source. A cup of Cremini gives you about 25% of your B3 target. And green peas feed the NAD plus pathway through both niacin and tryptophan simultaneously. Food alone won't reverse a 50% decline, but it lays the foundation. If that one surprised you, hit the like button. It really helps us reach more people. Now here's something most people don't know, and I think it's the most underrated part of this whole conversation. Exercise is the most potent natural NAD plus booster we have, not a supplement. Exercise. Specifically, aerobic exercise activates an enzyme called NAMPT, the rate-limiting step in your body's own NAD plus production pathway. When NAMPT goes up, NAD plus goes up. The type of exercise that does this most reliably. Zone 2 cardio, the pace where you can still hold a conversation, but it's not comfortable. A brisk walk, a steady bike ride, 3 sessions a week, 30 to 45 minutes each. You don't need supplements to start, you need to move. All right, the supplement side. This is where the market gets complicated. 3 main NAD plus precursors, NMN, NR, and plain niacin, vitamin B3. All 3 can raise NAD plus levels. The debate is which one works better and at what cost. NMN is nicotinamide mononucleotide. NR is nicotinamide riboside. Both sit closer to NAD plus in the conversion chain than niacin does, which is why supplement companies argue they're more efficient. Good news if you're in the US. After years of regulatory back and forth, the FDA confirmed in September 2025 that NMN is lawful as a dietary supplement. Whatever the rules were a year ago, that's resolved. So, what do the human trials actually show? Washington University published a landmark trial in 2021. 25 pre-diabetic women, 250 milligrams of NMN daily for 10 weeks. The result, roughly 25% improvement in muscle glucose metabolism. That's a meaningful number. On the NR side, Brenner's Lab and Chromadex have run multiple trials. Their 2023 data shows NR reliably raises blood NAD+ and reduces inflammation markers. Does NMN have a slight edge for muscle specifically? The 2021 data suggests possibly yes. Does NR have more total human trials? Also, yes. Not every researcher agrees on which wins. The honest answer is both work. And plain niacin still works. Costs about 1/100th of the price. The downside is flushing, that warm skin tingle, at doses above 50 milligrams. The practical protocol. Start with exercise. 3 Zone 2 sessions per week, 30 to 45 minutes each. That's the foundation, and it costs nothing. On diet, aim for 2 servings of niacin-rich foods daily: salmon, tuna, chicken, mushrooms. If you want to add a supplement, the data supports 250 to 500 milligrams of NMN or NR with breakfast. Fat helps absorption, so take it with food. If cost is a barrier, 50 milligrams of plain niacin also raises NAD+ levels, more modestly. One note: some researchers combine NAD+ precursors with resveratrol or metformin. That's experimental territory and beyond what we can responsibly recommend here. The food and exercise changes are solid ground, and that's where to start. Just so you know, some supplement links in the description are affiliate links. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it supports the channel. Still with me? Good, because I want to make sure the most important takeaway lands. We spend so much energy debating NMN versus NR, but the single most powerful lever in this whole episode doesn't cost anything. It's the Zone 2 exercise point from earlier. If you're finding this series useful, hit subscribe. Part 3 drops next week, and you don't want to miss it. So here's the bottom line. NAD+ is the molecular fuel your cells need to repair DNA, run their mitochondria, and keep the longevity proteins active. It drops by half between 40 and 60. You have 3 real levers: food, exercise, and supplementation if you choose it. Part 1 covered taurine and cellular senescence. Today, NAD+ and Sirtuins. Next week, Part 3, zombie cells. What senescent cells actually are, how they silently accelerate aging, and the emerging science on clearing them. That one is genuinely surprising. Here's my question. Are you already doing anything for NAD+? Whether it's Zone 2 training, dietary changes,